Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Here we go. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Right side, Holiday. Double team on Holiday. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything could happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Pass to Reed. Picked by Reed. Cunningham outside. 5 on the clock. Boston pulls it in. Tatum with it. And there's the rejection. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by White. Hardaway's shot is good.
Well, how pretty is the shooting form of Hardaway Jr.? This guy is on point.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
And that one drops.
Yeah, he's very quick on his feet. You can see it when Cunningham's moving through the defense on his drives.
Pass to Porzingis. Duren with a rebound. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. The 3 is up. Reed, no good. Outside Tatum. The 3 ball. Duren with a rebound. Right side, Hardaway. Fires the 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Hardaway's got 5 now.
Well, we know that Tim Hardaway Jr. can space the floor. You don't want to allow him to start cooking.
And there's the call on Jalen Duren. That's his first foul. A minute 50 left in the opening quarter. Brown with a screen. Tatum from long range. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
How about the answer from Jason Tatum? Say it with your chest, Jason.
Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. And it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
No good that time. Oh, great D that time from Harris. Here's the 3. Knocks it down from distance.
And the coaches rave about Harris and his three-point shooting. Helps his team space the floor.
To the inside. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Rise up and flush it, big man. If he wanted to, he could have ripped the rim off the backboard on that one.
Here's Reed. And Detroit another 3.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr., a better playmaker than maybe people think. This guy very good at breaking the defense down.
Now here's Brown. Porzingis with it. And it's Reed picking him up. Holiday from long range. And Reed pulls it down. Detroit leading by 3. Here's Hardaway. Pass to Duren. And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Horford for three. Drills it from deep. Stewart, left side. That'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Tie game in Detroit. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment.
13.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
Yeah, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness. Heads-up play by Beasley. We all know this guy has an instinct to score it, but right there, moving the ball, such a pretty pass.
Horford. Second chance shot. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Launches it. Fontecchio's shot is off. Boston trailing. Tatum with it. Beasley covers. And Tatum flying in for the fast break delivery.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Here's Schroeder. Nice D from Horford.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring. But Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
And Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
Now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Look at Tatum using his length.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And that one's good. Stewart.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Porzingis. Duren with the rebound.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And the basket by Holiday.
Yeah, good execution and close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
Pass to Duren. Now Reed. The three. Buries it from three. Reed's got 6. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Porzingis is doubled. And here's Brown for 3. And Reed pulls it down. The Pistons leading. And here's Harris outside. The offensive rebound. Harris on the wing. From behind the arc. And he gets it back. From the arc. That one doesn't drop. To the middle. Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Boston out in front. They lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Pistons trailing. Harris on the wing. 4-3. The shot won't fall. Brown with some nice D. Ooh, rugged finish from Tatum.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
And that one's good. Stewart.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Here's Holiday. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
I mean, just forcing the issue, Drew gets a pair at the line.
Holiday hits them both. Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period.
Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. 90 seconds into the second half now. Brown with a screen. Second chance effort. Tatum knocks it down. He's locked in right now.
We know this is an offensive-minded player. Jason Tatum loves running pick-and-roll action.
From 13. That one a little long.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either. Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Cunningham looking it over. Duren the screen. Can they get it? And Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis 7-3 says not here and not now.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Celtics substitution. Number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
Celtics lead by 7. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
And here's Detroit. And here's Harris outside. Porzingis grabs the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
The three, here's Harris. Sends it home from three-point land. Harris has got 6 points. Tatum. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Boston making a switch here. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. And that one misses.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in this game. That one misses. The Pistons making a switch here. Good on the second one. And it's Detroit with the ball. Trailing by 5. 36 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Reed. This one for 3. Horford pulls it in. And here's Horford. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's Tatum. And Reed pulls it down.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Here's Horford. Another shot. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. Got it up. Can't hit that one. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Celtics out in front, up 3. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. Boston leading by 3. Tatum looking it over. A shot that time not on target. Beasley for 3. Horford pulls it in. And here are the Celtics. Tatum with it. Outside Craig. To the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. There's the block.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Checking in for the Celtics, Kristaps Porzingis.
Pistons trail by 3.
Derek White, Drew Holiday.
Top Beasley. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, Malik Beasley at his best when he's assertive to score the basketball. Draws the contact in that instance. That's nicely done.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Big group substitution here for Detroit. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first three you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Operating inside. Porzingis.
Kristaps Porzingis a tough cover. This guy knows he can make threes. Now you get inside the lane and look out.
Here's Schroeder. Out to Beasley. Back to Thompson. Picked by Stewart. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Fires the three. It's hauled in by White. Celtics lead by 4. And stolen by Stewart. Beasley outside. Boston with a rebound. White with it. Now Fontecchio defending. Outside Tatum. Inside. Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown so quick off his feet. What a vertical threat he is.
Pass to Thompson. Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded by White. Beasley for 3. They get the rebound. And finished off by Stewart.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
They get it back. Porzingis. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. Shot on the wing. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics lead by 4. White for 3. Tipped. And he recovers it. .102 left to play in the 4th. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Porzingis. Goes back up. And another shot. The kick out to White. And here's Tatum. Three-pointer Holiday. Here's Porzingis. Okay, do it, KP.
Kristaps Porzingis in a big spot, not an inch of back down. That is beautiful.
Schroeder can't get it to go.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. It's right in his jersey. They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. So we see Boston get the win here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce. We've got the Lakers taking on the Boston Celtics. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Fires from the wing. Rebound Boston.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. At 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
And James gets it to go.
It's trouble. I mean, if LeBron James is in the painted area, everybody's got to be prepared to contest. This guy too good in there.
Porzingis misses. To the inside. White with the steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Brown with it. Picked up by Reeves. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior. Yes, sir.
Here's Vanderbilt. To the paint. Here's James. Porzingis grabs the board. Here's Tatum. They kick it out to Porzingis. Pass to White. Porzingis sets a screen. Jacks up a three. Second chance shot. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Hachimura from long range. Nice D from Tatum. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now here's Reeves. Takes the three. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. James with a steal. Here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Wow, the ability to get off your feet in a hurry. Rui Hachimura with the dunk.
Porzingis in the post. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Holiday. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
Doncic outside. Out to James. Off the mark there with a three. Celtics lead by 5. Here's Tatum. James with the rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he's surprised himself with the miss.
And it's Hachimura missing.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
To the middle. Porzingis. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Boy, you love to see this level of aggression from Kristaps Porzingis, daring the defense to foul him.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Doncic, here we go. It's his first trip to the line. And he drops the first.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Let's go with a 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that does it for the first quarter. Boston out in front. They lead by 5. Quarter number 2 coming up right after. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Now Tatum. White for 3. James with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. He hits the second from the line. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Lakers trail by 6. Watching Burrow from long range. It's hauled in by White. Tatum with it. Picked up by Reeves. And it's Tatum missing. That's tipped. And stolen by Porzingis. Got it. Porzingis has got 5. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Left side White. Over Reeves. White can't hit. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 8-point game.
Well, Rui Hachimura has a chance to set up a teammate, and look at the delivery. Well done.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Has to connect. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Hey, expanding his range. And Los Angeles, another 3. And so it's Boston with it. They lead by 4. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie.
Well, Alex Len has the kind of length and interior game to make himself valuable. A solid big man, somebody you want in your rotation.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
The three is up. Pritchard, no good. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Lynn. Porzingis grabs the board. Outside Tatum. Out of bounds. It'll be Lakers ball.
Lakers ball.
And Los Angeles making a change here.
Number 23, LeBron James.
And 1:01 left in the first half of this game. Pass to Lynn. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
We've always talked about Alex Len's natural tools, and he can assault the rim on a consistent basis. Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Here's Lynn. Now James. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from 14. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Well, LeBron James could be absolutely anywhere on the floor. If you want to concede the mid-range, he's more than happy to take it. Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Oh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Los Angeles leading by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it. We know you all want it.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 1. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
I love it, Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Porzingis sets a screen. It's Hayes with the rebound. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles making a change here.
Coming onto the floor for the Lakers.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Celtics foul. Jaylen Brown. Second personal foul.
On the wing, Reeves. Inside. And stolen by Porzingis.
Moving the ball is certainly important, but forcing passes like that is simply bad basketball.
Got to give them credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Here's Porzingis. And it's the Lakers on the break. Luka with the finish.
What a basketball mind when you think about Luka Doncic. This guy in the break is exploiting defenses.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Lakers in the lead.
Get there.
Here's Connect. Pass to Doncic. Over Holiday. Doncic, no good. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Down low. Back to Cornet. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Here we go, one-on-one. And there's James from the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. James has got 7 points.
This is why LeBron's so tricky to defend. Yes, he has the strength to go inside and finish, but he's also got such touch from behind the arc.
And here's Connect outside. And it's Cornet with a rebound. Celtics trail by 5. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Hachimura from long range. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. He's got 5.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Doncic outside. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, Luka Doncic excels in the two-man game. You handle the rock with perfection. Nicely done, young sir.
Cornet can't hit. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Hayes. Still no points. And finished off by Hayes.
Well, Connect is used to just finishing plays, so seeing him share the wealth is encouraging.
Cornet with the bucket.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And so it's Los Angeles finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle.
36.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
Makes the noise.
Here's Goodwin. Outside Vanderbilt. Kleba outside. 5 on the clock. Nails it from 3.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
JT to the hole. Here's Porzingis. And another shot. Can't capitalize inside. Los Angeles leading by 11 to the paint. Here's Lynn. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good.
Nice work in the painted area. Alex Len with the size and skill to do more of this.
Tatum with a screen. Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
For Los Angeles, Alex Len.
That free throw no good. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Let's get loud, fans, for Celtics Entertainment.
Check in with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Inside. Here's White. Inside. White gets it to go.
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Celtics.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Celtics trail by 10. And Holiday, here we go. Outside Tatum. Tatum drops the hammer.
Jason Tatum is capable of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
It's stolen by Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Rebounded by the Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Doncic. Defended by Porzingis. Out to Hachimura. Reeves with the ball. And it's all from three-point range.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
To the inside. Operating inside. Porzingis.
Well, we know that Kristaps Porzingis can shoot the rock. He's a sweet shooting big, but you'd love to see him use his size in the paint.
To the middle. Out to James. For three. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Lakers lead by 9.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Brown can't hit. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And here's Reeves outside. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston on offense. Holiday from long range. Counted from distance. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Pass to James. And now we've got an intentional foul.
This time, Porzingis, second personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Doncic. And Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis 7-3 says not here and not now.
Porzingis sets a screen. There's Tatum with the three. James with the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third personal foul, third team foul. At the line for the Lakers, LeBron James, 2 shots.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
So he gets them both. And it's an 8-point ball game. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Brown for three. They get it back. Porzingis. The layup misses. Here's Doncic. Can't connect. So we see the Lakers get the win here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Allie.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another. Exciting edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Timberwolves can please this home crowd. Now here's Randall. Edwards looking it over. Back to Randall. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Spurs. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Shot by McDaniels, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
To the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Minnesota on the fast break. For 3. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Barnes with it. Now defended by Randall. Fox is double. Nobody near Barnes. The three-pointer, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Gobert. Edwards fires from way outside. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Right wing. Spurs working the ball around now. The wide open look here for Fox. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
Got to respect the jumper of Fox now. Form is solid, and he's a lefty, which always makes a guy dangerous.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. For the 3. Offensive rebound. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This is what the team relies on Gobert for, clearing the glass and finishing the play.
Pass to Barnes. Wembanyama, no good.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them, but not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Brooks has the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Substitution on court.
Timberwolves trail. Here is Edwards. Pass to Reed. And the rejection by Wembanyama. wing. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Reed gets the bucket.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Over to the left wing. Corner shot. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
With 1 on the clock. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Minnesota on top, up 1. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. And with his speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with, no question. DA, thanks. Here's Champagnie, still without a basket. Back to Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Look, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches. And we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway. But we know it's a results-oriented league. And oftentimes, the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
Just 4 to shoot. Count it, good. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 1 now for the Timberwolves.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Now, here's Fox. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Miller. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw good for Miller. Both free throws good for Miller.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Pass to Garza. Now DiVincenzo. Lock at 6. Takes the 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
Johnson outside. And a slam dunk by Johnson.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Here's Miller, and it's in there. Miller's got 4 this quarter. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. San Antonio making a switch here. 55 seconds left in the first half of the game. They set the pick. Get that bucket in no time at all. Now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, DiVincenzo knows how to create for himself. Finds an opening and quickly takes advantage.
And Barnes gets double teamed. Vassell left side. Here's Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
DiVincenzo. Good D by Barnes.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Ball outside. Lets it go with a three. It could go. That shot off. Dante DiVincenzo. He's been the guy making things happen for the Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Spurs trail by 5. A three from Wembanyama. Wembanyama from distance.
And you don't anticipate a guy over 7 feet tall pulling up and drilling a shot like that.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Here's McDaniels. Buries the long-range jumper.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Randall with the bucket.
Boy, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
First team foul.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. From past the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. McDaniels got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Minnesota. Outside for Wembanyama. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and, you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor. And he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things, too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, but this guy gets deflections. He goes after loose balls. He gets you extra possessions on the glass. He steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Wembanyama left side. Gets the front of the rim and out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Out to Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Lots of room. Barnes grabs the miss. And it's Barnes with the ball for San Antonio. It's a 5-point game. Here's Castle. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Castle's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Free throw drops for Alexander Walker. And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation. Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
Here's Sohan. They double-team Wembanyama. Shot clock at 3. Fires the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, Alexander Walker. And it's good for 2. Alexander Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Timberwolves leading by 6. Pass to Garza. Gillingham with it from outside the arc. And it's Fox with the rebound.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo.
Come get it. Come get it.
6 to shoot. Pass to Garza. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo. An unselfish player always looking to make the extra pass.
Now here's Paul. Back to Fox. Johnson the screen. To the inside. Here's Champagnie. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Gillingham. Pass to Garza. In the corner, Gillingham with it. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Vassell outside. Fox from outside. San Antonio again missing. Oh, here's Edwards. Randall outside. the Spurs.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Edwards. High post, Gobert. .122 left here in the fourth quarter. Edwards can't hit. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. To take the lead, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Edwards with it. Running now by Barnes.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Barnes outside. Pass to Vassell. Spurs passing it around. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. Yes!
Fox is a willing passer, always looking to find his teammates.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. So it's the Timberwolves now. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Outside Edwards. Driving the lane. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own.
Yeah, this isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
That's the way to go.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And here's Edwards. To win it. Yes!
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip in to tie the game. Not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kemp.